So, I mean, we're doing our part to tell people that you can preserve, not just preserve your value, but have your value grow simply by having a low time preference, not buying a bunch of poorly manufactured junk and trying to just burn through your money, and instead creating value, taking that value, putting it into Bitcoin, and just chilling out and enjoying seeing your value increase over time.
I think it actually gets better too when, I have a very specific take on the op return stuff, but my take is people need to care about other people. And I think the most important thing about Bitcoin is if you are only operating within your own or for yourself, if you're only self-interested, that is the best way for you to interact with Bitcoin. But it's also one of the worst ways to interact with Bitcoin. And so what I mean by that is if you're not thinking about that proverb that you brought up of, leaving something for your children's children or leaving a better world for your children's children, we run the risk of losing this. This is actually the only time this has ever been tried. And, we're still in the infancy and we're still not out of the woods. We're still in this place where we're figuring it out. It's the digital age. This is kind of like that moment where people finally invented bronze armor and like, cool, we're gonna go fight those guys who have sticks now. Uh, Maybe this will be better, and it was better. And then the Iron Age came, and so it's like we're kind of in the first iteration of how this works. And as we know, with like the Bronze Age and the Iron Age, and then we had the the Industrial Revolution. All these things just were additive, and they kept building and building and building and getting better and better. And so I don't know if Bitcoin's going to look like what it looks like now, 50 years from now, or 100 years from now. But I think what's cool is we have this opportunity to try and actually have a deflationary currency for the first time in human existence.